Alyssa and Callie, this was kind of like the last 2 or 3 months, very impressive. A little bit of a sputter at the beginning. You kind of chalk that up to just not playing for a while, being a little bit rusty.
Oh yeah. yes. It was.
Okay, I think that is something that we've made a habit out of, is starting kind of slow. So like we've just been trying to like work on that and not like getting off to a strong start and not having to dig ourselves out.
Now, I know you've been through this for a while, Callie. Nerves are not necessarily an issue for Lubbock Christian girls, because you guys have, and last year in volleyball too, you've achieved at such a high level. But was there a little bit of tightness there early on, being the first playoff match?
Yes, I would say so. Just like knowing that like we should win, and like we just have to show up, and just like the fear of the unknown and not. Just knowing that we need to show up and play, and we'll be fine. So just knowing that.
So, Alyssa, you didn't get really involved in that first set for quite a while, and all of a sudden you kind of made your presence felt and took over at the end of that set, and then started the second set the same way. Is that kind of you waiting to see where you need to fit in?
I would say I was definitely really nervous at the beginning, but I would say yes, because like I just want to do my part, I guess I could say.
Now, playing somebody you've played twice before, I'm sure they were kind of focused on keeping the ball away from you a little bit too, because you've had success. How do you have to adjust when teams are doing that?
You just have to like make sure you look for the open spots and like just have the mindset of regardless.
And Callie, following along, you've really come on strong down the stretch. That makes sense. You're a senior. This is kind of your last hurrah. What's motivating you right now as you get towards the stretch run?
I would say just like always playing with like the grade above, having such a big class there, and just like knowing, like seeing them go through their last games, and like kind of knowing that like it's kind of my turn to like step up, and like it's my last season. So like it's just been fun to like take on that more of a leadership role with those that class graduating.
You guys have a lot of young players, and they've had their moments. But Alyssa, what's it done for you guys to have Callie step up like she has recently?
It's been a big help, because Callie grew on 5 weeks, and it's been
Now, take this as a compliment, Callie. When I watch you in basketball, you're like the blue collar. You're going to do whatever. Volleyball seems to be more of a finesse thing for you. Is that fair to say?
Yes, I would say I have more of like almost a scoring role in volleyball, and like basketball I'm more of just like rebounds and blockouts, and just like doing the kind of more of the unseen work. And volleyball is more like stepping up and being a hitter, being a more key part of that team.
Now, I mentioned the younger players. Is that you two are still very young, don't get me wrong, but does having underclassmen, has that helped motivate you and push you a little bit, knowing that you not only have to do your job, but you have to get them ready for when you've moved on?
yeah, for sure.
I would say, yeah, just having so many like players that haven't had like a for sure varsity spot, and just like having such a lot of roles to fill with the class graduating has just been something like, it's been really fun, but it's also like is an extra like motivation to join in.
Alyssa, is it fair to say this team's sort of been on a mission this year after getting to the semifinals last year and having to come home early?
For sure. I know that we all want it really bad, and we're going to find it.
Those basketball girls kind of talk trash on you. They go to state and they just keep winning it. So now it's your turn to kind of go and bring one of those, I don't know if they're bigger gold balls or they're bigger trophies, but you guys have a chance to do that. Is that, you have to kind of put that to the back of your mind a little bit, because you still have some work to do these next few weeks?
So we're looking forward to it.